Okay, so I believe it's session 57, if I got that right.
That's what I've got.
Fantastic, all on the same page. Good stuff. Okay, so yeah, and I can't join because they're in Madeira. But I thought we'd do something a little bit different going forwards with the recaps. Rather than me sort of spewing at you guys off the top of my head, I thought it would be good to do recaps with what your characters remember. So what your character did, what they not learnt from the session, but what they got from it, like key takeaways and kind of what they want to do because of it, or something like that. So it's a bit more focused, and then I'll fill in the blanks in terms of like if there's any plot or whatever. But I thought, we'll go around the room and just sort of fill it in. So I can either pick on people to go, or we can roll and see. There's 4 of you, so you could roll a d4 and I'll roll a d4, and whoever matches goes first.
I think that's fun.
Good, yeah.
Roll in one.
Make a game of it.
Yeah.
Gamify it.
Rolly.
Right. I also recently sorted all my dice, so that's quite fun. Right.
But I got not first for 1 second because I'm eating. Sorry.
I will exempt you, April.
My friend! Thank you.
You go first next time. Right. I have rolled. What have other people got? And if I need to re-roll because April's got that number, then whatever. But more people might get the same one, so we'll see.
I got a 3.
I also got a 3.
I also got a 3.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Everyone roll again.
Great.
Go again.
Right.
I got a 3.
I got a 2.
I also got a 2.
Okay, the number was 2. So between Chloe and Izzy, let's keep going.
Oh, we'll go again. 1.
A second 2.
It was a 2. So Izzy, what did Alanis take away from last session? What happened according to Alanis?
According to Alanis, the only things I have in my notes are going shopping, bought a dagger,
Nice.
and then chose not to traumatize Wrath and not getting a frog arrow, but getting 10 snake and crocodile arrows.
Yeah, you got all your cool snake arrows, yes. But yeah, I guess then in terms of the day, like what's happened and what are the plans for the next session or few sessions sort of thing for Alanis?
I don't. Alanis is just going with the group.
She's an easy breezy alley.
She's so chill.
Rolcor?
Yeah.
No. Yeah?
Going to Rolcor, yeah.
Yeah, we're going and we're going to try and find someone to sell the painting to, and possibly we got asked to do a job a few sessions ago. Oh yeah, we got to go kill the Eldritch Horrors.
Yeah, Almassy.
So that's what we're doing. We're going to go save some people.
Yeah, definitely. Almassy asked you to go investigate the Eldritch horrors that have been coming. South. Usually, they've never strayed into Caldetta before, but that seemed to have been what got involved with that assassination attempt on Diana Caltez. Okay, Chloe, from Tokki's point of view, then, what's the situation?
Tokki got so much. Tokki did so much. He got so much. He was a little sugar bunny, as I've got written down. He spent 100 gold. He got so many things. He got presents for everyone. He does have one for Alanis that he has not given her yet. But he got Wrath an earring that with a little Feywild knot on it. A Savor knot named after one of the gods of the Feywild that gives him a +1 to AC. He got Luca a charm that helps him see in the dark, and he got Wraith a dagger holder with a symbol of a Sefer on it. And he also gave her one of his daggers, well, his only dagger that he has lying around, because why does Tokki need a dagger? And then they went for lunch at an inn that had come quite highly recommended, apparently, to him, but no one was very impressed with the food there. I actually can't remember what we were eating, but
All sorts, mate. Seabass was mentioned, but then taken off the menu.
Yeah, Tokki was very excited for a green bean goulash that got taken off the menu. But a bunch of weird food. I think that's where they currently are, is having their disappointing lunch. And Wraith was asking him quite a lot of questions about Aster Blackwood, who he went to uni with, which he was not overly happy to chat about, but did answer some questions for her.
In that, then we'll throw to Steph and Wraith. From your point of view, what happened, and then how did it end up going?
Wraith had a very fun shop up day, but was being very careful not to spend all of her gold, because I think she's had a couple of splurges the few times that she's had money recently. She's like, I'll spend it all for very valid reasons, like my brother's died, I must go rescue him. So she's being cautious not to buy all the things, but also wants to buy all the fun things. So she got a needle that is magical, it can sew any seam. She got some new armor, complete with a new look, which I did a sketch, but I will post it on when I've done it digitally. But she got some new armor, so that's Wraith in her new armor there. Her old look, her new look.
Ooh, Series 2, glow up.
Yeah, glow up. So that was fun. And then Tokki gave her a new holster, which she very much appreciates. It's one of the few gifts she's ever been given.
Break my heart.
Yep. And then they, just looking at my notes real fast, Tokki went on an even bigger spending spree, and then they ended up at this questionable tavern with strange food that Wraith was not altogether interested in, but they had lots of lovely wine, and Wraith used the wine as a try and, right, Tokki, let's talk about the things that you keep at the bottom of your bag. Like any feelings you've got buried. And then it went on to Blackwood, and she was very particular not to use his first name because they are not friends. And she was trying to dig some answers out of him, and while she got Tokki frustrated and maybe a little bit more honest than he wanted to be with some insight checks, there's still questions there that she wants to pursue.
I love it.
So yeah, that's where Wraith was last session.
Good stuff. And then April. How about Wrath?
Wrath did the opposite of that. He blew all his money, then got a refund because he decided he wanted to blow his money on other things. So now he has some fun spectacles when he wants to make arcana checks, which is fun. And now, biggest thing for Wrath, he now can cast Find Familiar again. So fenrir is back.
Hell yeah.
And is also concerned about Tokki. Seems to be on the edge of a mental breakdown, but we move. Moon fucking and that.
We move.
Fine.
We do.
But yes. And on the agenda is selling this motherfucking painting.
Hell yeah.
I'm getting Fenrir back.
Of course, your boy. On that, you reminded me I owed you a magical item, the Heartstone that Nancy
Oh yeah. That's fun.
dropped. I wrote it weeks ago and I forgot to give it to you. I gave it a fun little name. Oh, okay.
Go on.
It is called a lapis core. Or a lapis core, doesn't really matter how we spell it. That. And yeah, it was left behind by Nancy, the kind of Twilight Fae monster lady creature, and it's more commonly known as a heartstone. So it's a chunk of obsidian in the shape of a human heart. So I will post the details that I've made for you. So, and I'll read it as well. So it resembles a human heart carved from onyx, and it was created by a powerful fae. In this one, you presume Nancy, whose connection to the lapis core is still active. It contains a pool of healing power equal to your character's level times 5. So you have to attune to it. As an action, you can touch a creature and draw power from the lapis core to restore a number of hit points up to that creature, up to the amount remaining in the lapis core, or you can expend 5 hit points and cure the target of 1 disease or neutralize 1 poison affecting it. So it works like lay on hands, pretty much. But whenever you use it, the lapis core, because it's not of the material plane, will shift to the ethereal plane, and you have to roll
Cool.
a d6. And on a 1 or a 2, the lapis core returns to the user. On a 3 or 4, it jumps to a random creature within 20 feet. On a 5 or a 6, it returns to its creator. So you could get lucky and keep it for ages, or you could get unlucky and it's a one-time use. But yes, and I didn't say, but it respawns or whatever it is, all of its healing points, health points at dawn. So that is that, and I'm pretty sure Wrath has, or maybe Alanis has it actually. I think maybe Alanis does. I know Wrath cast Identify Magic on it, or Detect Magic, or Identify, just how you know what it is. But you have that in your possession, and it's like heavy, and it's like a proper chunk of a thing. But that is something that you have currently in your possession as you sit on the wooden patio of everyone's favourite tavern, the Pegasus and Cypress Tavern, which I had to look back last session, and I had to rewatch some of it because I was like, what the fuck was this chaotic place named? With its crazy food and its oblong-shaped faced owner. But yeah, you are sitting out there, and is there anything you guys are talking about as we kick off, or is there anything you wanted me to recap that you're like, wait, what about this thing? Or we can get into it.
Nothing from me.
Cool. See.
Did we settle on we have to find a caravan, or are we just going?
Good question.
So Tokki bought everyone the, what is it called? The Ring of the Phantom carriage. So we have a carriage to travel in, so we don't need to worry about it from a, like, we need transport situation. It's just if we want to make money offering to protect people, or if we think there's safety in numbers traveling with people.
I think we were going to
Tokki's-
check when we headed back to the campsite as well.
Yes, there's probably a lot of people from the campsite going.
Yeah.
As well, actually, yeah. Did you guys? I mean, you kind of don't, because I know that I haven't really told you any place names in Rolcor apart from the capital city. But where were you guys sort of planning on heading? You know, there's that kind of creepy forest which is to the west, southwest of Rolcor. Uphold, the capital, is in the southeast, so it's the other side of the country from that forest. So what was sort of your plan? Did you guys want to do some sort of like check to find out a good route or whatever? Were you going to spend some time like researching?
I think Wraith would probably spend a bit of time in the afternoon researching after the tavern.
Nice.
Whether that's back at camp or when they're in town. But she has like a map of Lipari that she would be looking at. But maybe while they mooch through town, she would keep an eye out to see if there was like a map of Rolcor.
Nice one. Yeah.
Just to see any smaller routes.
Nice one. Cool. We'll keep that in mind. That sounds very good to me. But yeah, you have your food. You have no green bean goulash or whatever it was, but I think you have some sea bass. You've got some. I honestly don't even know. It was just completely random stuff. So I'll say you're finishing up with whatever you're having for dessert. Finishing up with your drinks. Your 20 quid glass of wine or something, whatever it was in the end. And yeah, you are just chatting at the moment.
Alanis, shall I give you your present since I gave everyone else theirs?
Yes, please.
So this is this is quite similar to you would have seen when Tokki gave Luca his. I didn't say this in the recap, but Luca and Tokki both have little charms that are like engraved with symbols of two of the sibling saints. So Luca got a Capria one and Tokki got a Racine one, and it's sort of similar to, in the sense that it's like a small little metal charm but this one is it has a lighthouse on it, and then it has a bowl on it that's kind of been engraved with like trees and vines and stuff. But it looks like they're maybe from the same, like slightly different things made by the same person. But yeah, Tokki will hand that over and say it's got symbols of Azra and Yasumu on it, which I thought, would be helpful for you on your travels and missing your family. I know that you prayed to Yasumu at the temple. You can put it on anything, like you could put it on a necklace or whatever. I think they're technically meant to go on staffs, and I know you don't have a staff, but when we were doing that fair thing with the pig wrestling and everything, I got this staff that's supposed to make whatever flower you want it to. And I've been trying to make orchids to remind me of home, and it doesn't really seem to work. He'll like tap it on the ground and just some generic purple flowers come up. It just makes the same ones over and over again. But I don't know, you like nature more than me, and I thought you might like it or have a use for the flowers or something. So you can put it on the staff if you want. And I will give you the staff of flowers. Which, yeah, as Tokki said, I'll paste it in the thing. I think I've got it to hand. Maybe I don't. Bear with me.
But yeah, it's while Chloe's looking for it, yeah, you have this staff that yeah, like Tokki said, it's meant to sort of, when you tap the ground, create any kind of flower that you want. And yeah, Alanis, you see that there's almost like a little notch in the top of the staff, and like maybe that's standard for staffs, maybe it was made to a chapter charm, but there's exactly the right like length or like depth in this little notch that you can like tie the string of the charm that Tokki's got you around the staff at the top, so it's kind of jangling all the time.
Oh, thank you. We'll tie it in. Sort of tap it on the ground a few times.
Nice.
Make it
As
jangle.
you do, I mean, what kind of flowers are you thinking of? As you kind of hold it, you do feel a certain like, there we go. You feel a certain like magic flow through you in a way that you do when you use any magical object. And you, yeah, tap it. Are you thinking of any particular flower?
Yes, but let me just Google it.
No,
to
please
find
do.
out what it's called.
Oh my god, obsessed. Accurate flowers, it's gonna be.
Flower knowledge is poor. And she's thinking of flowers that she's seen like all through like the woods and the forest, and it's
Cute.
where is it? So it's a wildflower, and it doesn't look very flowery. It's called a white Baneberry, and it's like got a red stem and then like a little white like bulb on the top, sort of.
Oh, amazing. That's so cool.
And she's seen it. Yeah.
I love that. Oh, no, they look really cool.
That is so cool.
They're awesome. About to associate that with Alanis a lot.
Ooh.
Everyone's looking at the like, ooh. They're really cool. Yeah, so I think it kind of grows, the kind of jagged leaves of the plant grow up, and the flower kind of flourishes in front of you. These like tiny white berries and very vivid white stems bloom as you tap it a couple of times on the ground.
Hey.
Thank you, Tokki.
But I thought it was broken.
Maybe you were just thinking of something that you thought was an orchid, but was actually a different flower.
I think I know what orchids look like. I've seen them my whole life. Maybe I was doing it wrong. Let me try again.
Yeah, you can tap
Snatches
it on
it
the
back.
floor again.
Yeah, you tap it on
You
the
can
floor
still
again.
keep it, but let me try again.
Tokki taps it on the floor, and yeah, a patch of little purple flowers, like I don't know, sort of like they're maybe this big, kind of purple petals, and like a yellow center,
It's like little pansies.
Similar to that, kind of like almost more oval shaped flowers. But yeah, I mean, guys can roll a nature check if you want, or survival really, if you want to try and identify them.
I don't think Wraith will know, but we'll try anyway.
Give it a go, everyone. Roll some dice.
17.
Nice.
4.
4. You rolled in April. Did you get was it you got a 1 or 1 minute?
She got 11.
Oh, you got 11. I'm with you. Okay, so I think, Wraith, I think you're like, oh no, I have seen those around. Like, they're fairly common. You've probably seen them more in actually areas like Rolcor or Rushin or maybe Basmua, sort of more like less extreme temperature places, like where Caldet is more of like rainforest environment. You didn't really see them there. Wrath, you can sort of come up with a name. You were sort of flirting with a guy on the side of a river one day while you're traveling with the Stodromo, and they told you they were called, I think they were called sea daisies, he thinks they were called, and that's kind of what he told you. But Alanis, you know that is just like a nickname for them, and their proper name, they are asters.
Oh, that's an aster.
Oh, is it now?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought it was a staff that only made them.
Must be on your mind, Tokki.
But evidently it's not.
I sip my wine.
It's trying to make an orchid. Well, anyway, You can keep the staff. I hope you like it.
Do I really love it. Thank you. It's really sweet.
Cute.
Excuse me while I draw an aster with lots of hearts around it.
As Doggy sits there being like, no one's asking me about this, thank God. We're moving on.
It's like, I'm eating the green bean goulash that is
He just looks so embarrassed. I don't want to when he's just been so nice to me.
Tokki's staring, locked eyes with the sea bass that's on the table.
Oh my God, yeah. Doggy's like, you and me, buddy.
Like, I wish that were me right now. Rabbit stew should have been on the menu.
Oh,
oh no. Oh,
doing in your feeling.
No. But yeah, so Alanis, you like it says it's a harmless and non-magical flower, but if you did want to get into botany for some reason, you could, I'm sure, start crafting some cool flowers. I would be happy to, we could work on that if you wanted to. Use it for like roleplay and stuff, and also just very cute little things. But yeah, so you guys keep eating. Tokki is just staring at the sea bass. You've not had a chance to dig into it yet. But a waiter will come over just to like clear some plates and stuff. And as he does, you look up and you see that this is not even a waiter. You are being graced with the presence of the tavern's owner, Frida Dandridge, who, as we learnt last time, is and I wrote down all the descriptions it gave me, athletic, 4 foot, human male, with an oblong face, long wavy auburn hair, grey eyes, silky white skin, and 5 hit points. So Frida comes over.
It's the 4 foot of it all for me, I think.
Yeah, the 4 foot. For me, it's the oblong face, personally. But Frida comes over, starts clearing the plates, and kind of as he does, is like, is everything all right for you guys? Enjoying it all?
Yes.
Not a flavour palette I would have put together, but worked surprisingly delicious.
Well, we work with what we got. My brother's visiting and points to the human sailor who's also got an oblong face, and says so. Bought the sea bass with him. But yeah, no, I mean, like we say, what we got. We don't usually have many return customers around here, so it's always nice to see new faces. Yeah. Can I get you guys anything else? Any more drinks, food, anything?
We're good. I think we're probably going to head out.
Oh, fair. What have you got planned? What are you up to for the rest of the day? Anything nice?
We're going to go to that town hall meeting about all of the dreams and stuff last night. Do you
I
have
heard
one
about
yourself?
No, I mean I had a dream, but I don't think it's anything they want to hear about.
What happened?
Private.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Insight check.
check.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Oh, that's cocked between a 3 and a 19. That's a natural 20.
How do you do, Wrath?
I didn't roll. I just knew an insight check was coming.
Okay, brilliant. You're like called it. So
You
with
just like side eye your sister.
fantastic. So yeah, with the nat 20, you see that Frida's eyes kind of glance over to the table where his brother's sitting eating with the druid that came with them. And as they kind of like look over the druid, their like cheeks redden and they kind of shuffle a bit awkwardly.
Boss.
I store that knowledge away.
Nice. Use it against Frida
Yeah.
later.
We've got some spare flowers we've been growing if you wanted to have them on the tables, pass them along to anybody special, and I'll flick my eyes over.
I mean, do I pick them myself or?
Oh, well, Wraith will start picking them and make a little flower arranged bundle
Thank you very much.
with the asters and the
White
what was
Baneberries.
White
White
Baneberries.
Baneberries. Thank you.
I mean, that sounds kind of cute, to be honest. I kind of
Yeah.
want that. I wonder what white Baneberries mean. What's their like?
Because Aster is the Baneberry of Tokki's life.
Oi.
Nice.
Oh, they are poisonous.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe
Deadly
not
poison.
these ones. Go with these ones.
Fantastic. I love that. Alanis is like, oh yeah, no, we weren't allowed to eat these. Nice one. Frida will kind of jostle the plates he's holding into one hand, and will take the flowers in another and kind of go to say thank you. But as you do, what's everyone's passive perception?
Ooh,
Great question.
14.
17.
That's so good.
I'm a very
Yeah.
perceptive
21.
person.
21? I knew Alanis's was good.
I'm so wise.
I was quite pleased with 14.
No, 14 is good.
Yeah.
How about you, Wrath?
Oh, 12.
Nice one. So Wraith, you hear it first, and Alanis hears it second. But you feel the ground begin to shake a little bit.
Oh.
It's not good. You look around, the two of you, and then Tokki catches on, and then Wrath, and then finally Frida looks around, and you feel a kind of jostling, and you hear some cries from further down the street as there's like a rumbling and a grumbling. And could everyone please roll me a dexterity saving throw as the pavement and the wooden decking you're on seems to just completely disappear from under you as a big sinkhole forms right in the middle of the street, and you are sucked
Oh,
in.
dear.
Dexterity save.
Saving.
Oh, dear.
Oh, well done, Tokki.
Yeah,
Dang.
reflexes on this bunny.
I've had a bit too much wine, obviously.
Mhm. Nice, everyone's doing well. So all of you succeed. However, you all do still take. Get some dice. So you all take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall, including Frida, many feet. Frida's on 2 HP. Many feet down into mud, and you don't hurt yourself too much, but you get a sense that you are slipping. And I know a couple of you have wings, and you kind of throw your wings out to sort of steady yourself, but there's just so much debris that you get caught, and your wings are kind of like muddied, and like maybe your foot or an arm gets stuck in some like rock and debris that's being pulled down and down into this like almost like sinkhole into the ground, and you are pulled into this pit, not taking too much damage. Fortunately, however, I will need everyone to roll me a d4. We're going to play that little game again.
Oh,
You're going to be
love
trying to
this game.
match around with me.
I love the little dicey games.
Right, we got 3. Everyone hold up what they got. Nice.
4. Fuck's sake. Nope.
What? Oh,
Ooh,
3-1.
okay.
Mm.
The one lot reroll. Okay, well there we go then. Okay, right, okay, I'm gonna roll because I knew people would get doubles. Okay, so 1. Let me look at my little sheet. So, you are all pulled down, and what are your characters' thoughts as you are pulled down into the mud of this sinkhole? Luca comes with you as well. What are everyone's thoughts as you are just pulled into complete, almost like suffocating darkness with like rocks around you, like mud constricting you, and just for yourself go down even further?
I think Wraith is trying to grab for whoever was closest to her.
Mm,
Whether it was, I think I was grilling Tokki, but I usually would sit next to Wrath. So I don't know who I'd sit next to. We'll say odds Wrath, evens Tokki. I was next to Tokki. So I think she'd be sort of trying to lunge for where she last saw him, while trying to like just shelter from the debris, just like reaching out a hand through the
and
mud.
it's almost
to try and
like
grab.
at some point when you reach out, you're like, I'm gonna break my arm, and you feel like you kind of just have to like, I'm going down the slide.
Yep.
But yeah, you just kind of try and reach out, maneuver yourself in any way you can. I mean, Wrath, what are you doing, or what are your thoughts as you're sucked down?
He just accepts it. He starts like laying on his back, hands on his head, closed eyes, enjoying the ride. Then he starts to cast Find Familiar on his chest.
Oh, brilliant.
And gets a crow fenrir sat on his chest. Just looks at Fenrir's like, I'm sorry, buddy, this might be it.
Fenrir's like, so why did you bring me?
No, solidarity, man. You're my bestie.
I was in the middle of a game.
With who?
I don't know, just my buddies. I've got other buddies.
You betraying me.
I've got friends. I know people.
Yeah. Wrath is like high key in the middle of this hall, like really hurt. He's like,
I don't
shit.
know, like you summoned
I
me.
don't have
You
enough
asked-
friends.
You asked me.
Oh. Well, if we all die, you'll go back to you. Nah, Fenrir's in Shadowfell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's
Not
Shadowfell these days, Fenrir, bro?
You know, cold, damp, dark. Lovely this time of year.
Sounds like it. I'm sorry I haven't seen you in a couple while. I was a bit broke for a while, and you have all the gold between us.
Yeah, well, no, it's not here. I left it home.
Oh, god damn it.
It's
Well,
in my other collar.
The non-crow one.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, I invested that.
Oh, in what, mate?
You know, just there's some couple new developments in the Shadowfell, so I thought I'd back them.
Damn, making moves. I respect.
Yeah,
it.
you know,
Shit.
there's
You're
some
like
lakes.
gonna make Jeff a run for his money. Jesus Christ.
Well, you know. I mean, it's not only Jeff that knows how to handle the money.
Oh shit. I mean, damn. Fuck. I should have made you the runner of the bar. Shit. My
Well,
bad.
that was a decision you made, wasn't it? So.
Oh shit. And the last thing I ask a thing, there's like now Fenrir's mad at me.
It's like mud fills your mouth.
No.
What's Alanis thinking, feeling, doing?
I think the immediate response is like, oh, here we go. And then she's going to make sure she's got a hold on the staff, because Tokki just gave it to her and she's not losing it immediately. And then she's just going to put all of her effort into like landing on her feet and
Nice.
not getting hit in the head by a rock.
Nice. You brace. I feel like, you've jumped or fallen out of trees enough time. You're like pretty good at sticking the landing. And Joe, you're clutching the
think so,
stuff.
yeah.
I think you're pretty good at it. Nice. And then what's Tokki doing?
I don't think Tokki's not as chill as his friends. I think Tokki's screaming. I think for Tokki as well, because he felt the ground going, like leapt out of the way, was like, nailed that, incredible, and then still fell. So I think he is very taken aback by that. I think he's screaming. I think he's reaching for his rabbit pendant that he has also put his Racine charm on to help him see in the dark, and I think he is just grabbing onto that as like something to hold on to, and a thing that he always reaches for when he needs comfort, as he falls screaming into the mud.
Yeah.
Oi, Tokki, can you keep it down, mate? I'm trying to talk to Fenrir here. Come on, bro.
You look over and a crow is just staring at as you go like round and round into this like sinkhole of mud. And you get pulled down. Frida's also screaming, isn't taking it gracefully either, having not the best day. On top of not having many regular customers, is now going to have to replace the deck. And also just dropped all the plates that he was holding. So isn't super duper happy about it. But you fall and you fall and you fall and you fall. And Alanis, you were getting ready, and so the landing doesn't shock you as much as it does the others. But you fall and are kind of deposited into a tunnel, pitch black. Those of you with dark vision can see as if it was like dim light or kind of foggy in shadows. But it is incredibly dark. You all fall. Alanis, you land in a crouch. Everyone else, you kind of fall like on your back, like sprawled on the ground. You don't really take any more damage other than like, you might have scratches and bruises and stuff. You're like, oh, that hurt my knee a little bit. But nothing mechanic. And you kind of look around and you see that this tunnel and the area above you has completely caved in. There's no light because there's no sunlight anymore. It seems like the sinkhole is just like filled in on itself almost. And as you look around, you see that your party is not intact. There's a massive, you appear to be in a sort of a chamber, a tunnel of sorts, where you fell through. That kind of rockfall has made a thick wall of rock and rubble, separating and splitting your party. So on one side, we have Wraith and Tokki, and on the other, we have Frida, Alanis, and Wrath. And you are separated. What are you doing?
I think Wraith instinctively goes to the wall and will start trying to claw at it, calling for Wrath.
Yeah. Please, could you make me a dexterity saving throw as you dig and claw at the rubble. However, it only results in more debris falling into the area. As you do that, you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as some more rocks fall on you.
That was a 10.
Ooh, you're gonna succeed. Wait, 10 total or?
10 total.
Oh, legend. So Tokki, you blind, do not see Wraith dislodge a stone that seemed to have been like a load-bearing stone, and a bunch of dirt, mud, and rocks fall on top of you, Wraith. And you are completely engulfed, trapped in this rubble, and you are buried.
I think I could hear the falling, so I think I would cast light.
You also take 3 more points of bludgeoning damage, right?
Excellent.
Yes, sorry, Tokki, so you have cast light.
Can I tell that it's Wraith, or is it just like, I think I'm alone here?
You would have heard me shouting for Wrath.
Yeah, I think Tokki's clever. No, I mean, it's a bit of a stressful situation. Roll me a perception or investigation check.
Okay, that is a 13 investigation.
I think you see, you cast light just as the rubble is beginning to like tumble onto Wraith, and you sort of oriented yourself in the direction of her anyway. So you know that you're not alone, but I don't think you can tell what twin it is because you only see like a tail disappear into the rubble.
Okay, I will refrain from saying any. I will refrain from saying any. I'll just be like, "Hey," I'm not going to say their name, and I'll try and dig them out.
Amazing. As you bend down to dig them out, we will flick to the other side of the cave-in. Wrath and Wrath and Alanis. Loads of session. Wrath and Alanis and Frida. Who has dark vision? So Wrath, you do, right? And then Alanis as well as an elf?
I do, yeah.
Nice. So you are both able to see, sort of as if the lights are off. You can see. You see Frida, 4 foot. Let's not forget. Oblong face, wavy auburn hair, silky skin, prone on the ground, eyes closed, not technically unconscious, but giving it a good go.
Is everyone alive?
Fortunately, yes. Fenrir, bro, where are you? Come to me.
Nice. Yeah, you hear the flapping of wings, and Fenrir jumps out of some of the rubble. He's got some little bit of dirt in his feathers.
Oh, let me clear it up for you.
Oh,
He's like, no,
what a cute little bird.
No, we hops over to Alanis and like puts his head down.
Oh,
Disloyal
Alanis
motherfucker.
It's probably just a shock. He'll come back to you soon.
He's not a wolf, he's mad at me.
Fenrir flies up and lands on the top of your staff, Alanis.
Oh. Cinema.
I don't hate it.
But yeah, as you called out, is anyone alive out there? You just hear it echo around the chamber, and on the other side, Tokki and Wraith, you don't hear that.
Did we have messaging things? Who has them, if so?
I
The
have.
twins do, I think.
Yeah.
So the wall separating us. How thick is it?
You can roll me a nature or survival check to kind of try and figure that out.
Well, I was gonna cast detect magic to see if I could sense any of their stuff, but I was like, it won't work. But I feel like rather than trying to figure out if it would work, Tokki would just cast it.
Okay.
So I'll just cast detect magic, but it can only penetrate most barriers, but it's blocked by 1 foot of stone, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Right. I think it pings just the stuff on your side. It doesn't penetrate more than a foot. The tunnel, the cave-in goes on for more than a foot.
Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. Well, I can't sense them, but if they were dead and close, I imagine I'd still sense their gear. So, it doesn't necessarily mean anything's wrong. It just means they're far.
Right,
I'm sure
you're
they're
still
fine.
buried and you can't actually breathe while you're in this condition.
Yeah.
Tokki's just like, so...
I'm
You're
sticking her out.
Tokki's like pouring, like gently moving a bit of dirt to the side, and he's like looking at the wall like, I can't sense them. But
I thought I dug her out. Okay.
No, make me a athletics check, please, to dig her out. And I'm just going to tell you the DC is 15.
19.
Oh, nailed it!
Was it me?
Yes. Amazing. Yeah. You dig her out. It does take a minute, but you dig out Wraith.
Wraith is flailing.
Like a tortoise on his back.
You're right.
That's right.
You're right. You're fine.
Don't bury me.
I'm unburying you.
Thank you.
I don't know where the others are. I think they're too far away.
I can message Wrath.
And yeah, on that, Wrath, you were talking about. I'm gonna be cutting in at points, changing this. Yeah, you were talking about messaging Wrath. So I think I know what you guys have, but Wrath, what's your plan in terms of getting in contact?
This thing, I'm pretty sure, can only be sent from wraith to wrath.
I think so. Yes.
Sending stones. We have a
No, it's the
sending-
necklace, isn't it? I don't
And the
have the sending
necklace.
stone.
I
It
gave,
wasn't given to me. I noted
gave-
that.
I gave Tokki the sending stone.
Yep.
Took you feel a buzz
These are
in your
well, ain't it?
pocket. Wraith's like, I'll ring him, and then like the call is coming from inside the house. Your phone starts ringing.
In his
From
mind,
above.
Raph's like, I told her to give it to me, and she didn't.
Okay, new plan. I'll message him this way, and she'll fish out her necklace. That has the locket, and then her wedding ring, and then her twin ring, all in one
Nice.
loop.
Very
And she'll hold the locket and just ping to Wrath. Alive. I'll find you. Stay safe, brother. 7 words.
Nice.
I don't think I can reply anything back, but that's
You
good
cannot.
to know.
That's
What?
so funny. It's such a funny item.
Yeah.
Well, Alanis, I am glad
Oh, no.
to say
Alive, sorry. With
it's 5 words, isn't it?
I'll find you with Tokki. Cool. I'm alive.
Alanis, Wraith is alive. I'm not sure
Okay.
whether she's with Tokki or not, but they're coming to find us.
Okay.
And I can't tell them how we are. So that update is, nice.
Okay. Minimal information.
hmm
I don't have anything that will help in this situation.
Fenrir,
Yes,
could you
I
fly up
suggest-
above and see if you could find them, please, sir?
You watch
Listen.
Fenrir, who's
Oh,
sitting on
shit.
top of the cane, look up, look at the caved-in ceiling, and just look back at you and blink once.
Alright, there's no need for that attitude, mate. I'm trying my best here, bro.
The bird shrugs somehow.
Do you see the kind of attitude I get from Alanis? It's just not acceptable.
To be honest, I think it matches you very well. I think your problem is you guys are too similar.
Wrath goes and squats facing the wall, away from Alanis.
Rat's having a tantrum.
I'm just going to Fenrir and be like, I'm trying to help.
Fenrir's seen this before many times.
Fenrir
And
like
the
raises.
bird's like, yeah, fucking tell me about it.
Yeah, exactly. Which is exactly when he raises one wing and like a half shrug. He's like, look, he's like this. He'll be alright. Who's that guy over there? And you turn and they're looking at Frida.
Oh gosh. I'll squat next to him and sort of gently shake him, trying not to do damage to his 5 hit points.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's on 2.
Well, no, because in campaign 1, I was
Yeah,
like, I'll just nudge this guy awake with my foot, and Lauren was like, yeah, you've killed him.
I did do that. He has to come with a caveat. That was funny though. But anyway, we remember it. And yeah, you gently shake him, and he wakes up with a gasp, and then like starts coughing and like coughs up a bunch of mud, and like rolls, tries to put himself in the recovery position, and ends up just in the fetal position.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Okay. Well, I'll just sort of pat him on his shoulder and be like, it's alright. They're there. Don't
happened?
worry about it.
What happened to my inn?
There was an earthquake?
What?
Great question. Not sure. We're gonna try and get out of here.
Good.
Do you want to just follow us?
If that's all right. Oh, drop my stone. If that's all right, I've got. And he like pats is wearing like an apron thing. He's like, I've got some bread and some meat in my apron. Some
Far
hardened
too normal.
sea bass.
Okay, let's hang on to those in case we need them later.
That's what you adventurers eat rations, right?
Yeah, we do. But I mean, we just had a massive meal, so I don't think either of us are hungry
Oh,
just
yeah,
yet. so we'll just hang on to those. You can't cast spells, can you?
No. Who else is here?
Just me and my friend over there. This is Wrath.
I can't see anything.
Oh my
fuck.
god. We've got a liability with Alanis!
Okay.
Roth shouts that all out loud. Frida jumps. I think it would be very
Okay.
funny if
Alright,
he was
I'm gonna-
blind this whole session.
Right. Raph, like, casts a cantrip in his hand, produce flame to light up
Brilliant.
the surroundings.
Nice
So you
one.
can see.
You look around, and as you do, both of you make a perception check. Perception.
I'm famously shit at these, so good luck.
Terrible.
I rolled well for once. 19.
I got 11.
11.
21.
11, 21. Nice, amazing. So you both look around, and you both notice. So you're in a tunnel, and I think probably Alanis, like your affiliation with nature, and I think maybe, you know what, I think probably even I bet there's like some underground rifts, and in your kind of like rift jumper era with your family, had to kind of travel some cave networks, and these remind you of that, where the cave networks were natural, but you get the sense that they've been manipulated somehow to make it easier to travel through. And they have like 20-foot ceilings, so it's not small, you're not cramped, but like I say, it is pitch black. You look around, and Alanis, both of you note that where you think the tunnel has maybe been like enhanced somehow, like widened, or to cave networks connected, the walls look like kind of polished glass, like yeah, like dark kind of polished glass. And if you know, once Tokki, you finished sort of like digging wraith out, and both of you probably had a little look around as well. Yeah, how did that go? Show us.
Fine, you're fine.
Don't bury me.
Don't bury me. You're like, where are we? You look around. You see, and actually, you two roll perception as well. Because Tokki's cast light, and we'll see who sees the extra stuff on your side.
Rolling like balls after that nat 20. It's 10.
10.
16 for me.
Nice.
Got panicked.
So you notice as well, Tokki, along with Wrath on the other side of the tunnel, there are kind of drawings, kind of crude-like, some of them on the walls of this tunnel. Others are more, not chiseled in, but like almost like it seems like whatever pen or whatever the artist used to make these was so permanent that it's rendered it almost as like stone art. And you see like images of people just in various scenes. There's mountains, there's the sun, and yeah, both of you on either side see these, and you don't see the same one. It carries on along the cave, and it's not continuous. It's sort of like if you were to walk along a hallway and there's a painting, it's sort of like that, and there's another painting. They're just drawn there as very obvious, deliberate scenes.
I'll point them out to Wraith.
I hadn't noticed these. In my
No, clearly
Memory.
someone's been here before.
someone must have left them. They're strangely beautiful.
I agree. And if someone's been here before, then hopefully that means there's a way out.
Can
Unless we come
I?
across a skeleton holding a pen, in which case we panic.
Yeah. Then there's more screaming. Can I, now that Tokki's pointed them out, try, I don't know if it's an investigate or an insight, try and sort of gauge a story or
Yeah. Okay.
what they were
Yeah.
trying to convey?
Yeah. If you're trying to gauge a story, I quite like insight for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then sort of while you're rolling, Wrath, you've seen these as well. Are you doing anything on your side?
What do you think of that, Alanis?
Alanis is in the middle of helping this guy up.
CPR.
Oh shit! Yeah, let me help. Sorry,
Pull
shit.
him up,
We have a
pull him
half dead
up.
person here.
Nice.
And then she'll look at the paintings. Like, oh. Yeah, I think she'll also do what Wraith was trying to do and see if she can figure out what the story is
Nice.
meant to be being told.
Nice. Rafi, you doing anything?
I'll help Alanis do
Fair?
that.
Cool. Nice one.
Raph's not very good at stories.
Aw. Yeah, you
He's
give
a
a help
visual.
action. So yeah, go for it, Alanis. Roll insight as well. And so yeah, Wraith, you got an 18. Brilliant. Nice, 24 insight. Okay, yeah, so I'll do Wraith first. And like I said, they are kind of telling different parts of... Well, I'd say actually, you can see it's not one long continuous story as such. It almost seems to be... I don't know, I'm trying to think of a way to describe it, and it's almost like someone's drawn an episode of each, like, episode of a sitcom, where familiar faces, but each has their own little thing. It's not like, oh, I'm missing a part, I don't know what happened, because I didn't see drawing number 3. But you look and you see that these seem to be, I mean, you look at them straight away and you're like, these are old. You were kind of thinking, like, maybe if we followed these, maybe they'll lead to a way out or something. They seem to be, yeah, very decorative, very deliberately drawn, but incredibly old. And they seem to depict, you both can kind of see, sort of an ancient civilization that seems to be in the process of worshipping, that seems to be, so for example, Alanis, on your side, you managed to make out that there seems to be some sort of like sacrifice happening. Like in one picture, it seems to be a trail of people going up a mountain. And I think with a 24 insight, you would recognize this mountain as the mountain on which Elanil sits, like up right at the peaks of this, I don't know, what are they called? Group of mountains. What are they called?
Oh, I can find out. I've got it right here
What's a
somewhere.
group of mountains called?
Range?
A range.
Range?
Thank you. Yeah, this mountain range, you recognize it as the mountain range that is that Alanil sits in.
The Sierra
And you
Trethys.
see, nice one, the Sierra Trethys, and you see a group of people walking up the mountain that is Alanil. And then when they get to the top, you see the sun shining brightly, huge, like really depicted massive in this picture. And you see what looks like an altar and someone lying on it and someone standing over with a knife, and it definitely gives you kind of religious sacrifice, not cult. It seems more like not civilized as in like posh, as in like it's embedded into society way. And I think Alanis as well with a 24, the way that the sun is depicted in this, and then you look at some of the other pictures, the sun seems to be a major I don't know, figure almost in these. And in some of them it looks almost like they're potentially like worshipping the sun, perhaps. And yeah, Ray, your one that you look at, you see this is more sort of commonplace, like every day. You see people out in the fields, and maybe it's Yale, because they appear to be sort of harvesting. But as you kind of look a little bit closer, you see that each section of the field sort of depicts the different seasons passing. And so you see like bare fields, barren, smoke rising from a house in the distance. And then you see in spring people planting, in summer crops are growing, and then in Vera and Estiva, and then in Yale, the crops are being harvested, and there's a figure in all of them who seems to be wearing robes that have some sort of, again, like that. The drawings aren't tiny, but you're not quite able to make out like what's on the robes. With a fairly decent insight check, very decent insight check, you get the impression that someone of the time would have been able to look at this and understand who this person was and their position. Based on what robes they're wearing, but it doesn't mean anything to you. But yeah, ultimately what you get is these are very old religious imagery. Not so much telling a story, but showing you how to worship in every aspect of your life.
I point it out to Tokki and how the seasons change. And I don't think I've ever. It wasn't until I met you all that I'd seen such dedicated worship, I suppose.
Do you not have gods in the palace, or?
If there's the dukes, they would probably be classified as powerful as gods or near. Not quite, but the
I'm
dukes
gonna
of
come in
the.
and say they would
Nope.
not. No.
Nope.
They're like
Um,
kings with special powers. They're
Cool.
nothing near divine.
No, cool.
The only one close is your dad, and that's because of the power he's amassed.
Yeah. I will explain that. The dukes are probably the most powerful figures in hell, with my father being the most, thanks to the power he's amassed. But what's the word? Any devotion towards them is more forced, or in the hope that something is returned, they get something. It's the exchange of power more than devotion.
And they're real tangible people who walk among you. Strange. No, they don't walk among you.
They
No.
do, but the saints did too, didn't they?
They did, but they weren't saints when they did.
Religion is a funny thing, and I'm only just learning it.
It is. It's different everywhere. The saints are just one aspect. I don't think I do. Do I? It's not really Tokki's area. Do I know anything about like an old religion in Caldetta? Would any of this feel in any way familiar to Tokki?
Straight up, no. The only other religion you know of is the gods.
Yeah,
Like the
and that
old
doesn't seem.
Pirate gods.
And that doesn't seem like this.
Roll a
This
religion
seems
check.
like. That is a 17.
I think you know very little about the gods because no one knows anything about the gods.
Mm.
I think the only thing you really know tangibly about the gods of Yril is that they went silent all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And that's what began the second era and the era of the saints. All you kind of know is that in the story of Enid, it tells us that the gods all of a sudden fell silent, and even their most devout worshippers and clerics couldn't remember their names, or why specifically they worshipped them. And this was like a huge cultural event in the history of Yril that each continent interprets differently. But it was millennia ago, and so far removed from living history. And then on top of that, even those who were alive as it was happening also couldn't remember. There was nothing to pass down.
Mhm.
But as you look and kind of study this, it seems to be some sort of worship, and it looks old. There's no emblems of the saints anywhere. Maybe if it was worshipping like sunlight, maybe there'd be something around like Mikkel, maybe for light, for fire, warmth. Nothing. And I think in the back of Tokki's mind, you're a little bit like, holy shit, what if this what came before?
Mm-hmm. Can I put any kind of date on it, or is it like this is older than anything Tokki's?
It very
used
much
to
is older
looking
than
at,
anything
like, you
Tokki's
can't-
used to. But I mean, you can roll nature survival history check.
While Tokki's analysing it, can Wraith sketch it in her journal?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, and you can almost at some points do like a rubbing
Yeah.
as well. Yeah, absolutely you can.
I got a nat 20.
Yeah, amazing. So you look at this, and I don't know, maybe one evening at dinner with Adelard and Delina, over dinner, and Aster, he would have been there as well. Adelard would have gone off on one, about his latest hobby, which was masonry. And Tokki sat there being very polite, listening as his lecturer went off about ways to date old stone, and ways that it can be examined. And you are no expert, even with a nat 20, but you feel very strongly like you'd bet not much money, but you would bet that these carvings, these cave drawings, date back to even before the first era,
Okay.
before the modern calendar, and so very well could be the old gods. What are you doing on the other side of the tunnel? We've not touched you since you saw the sacrifice up the mountain image.
Nothing like a bit of ritual sacrifice to get you in.
And Frida's like, what?
Don't worry about it.
Nothing. We're fine. Have I,
Am I
like...
sacrificing that person?
Yeah. Have
I'm
I, like,
worshipping the
ever
sun.
heard of...
What was that? Sorry, Izzy?
I know, like, this is really old, so probably before my time, but, like, Alanis did exist before the rifts. Like, she was around. So, like, have I ever heard of, like, people worshipping a sun god in particular?
Roll
Like,
me,
this sort of sacrifice.
roll me a religion check.
Not good at religion. Ooh, 19.
19, nice. So, you know actually that across the ocean, in Alanis, they worship a god of the sun. They worship. You forget his name, but they do worship a god of the sun. I mean, Helm, that you met Ada. Helm has his clutches in her, is sometimes associated with the sun, like as a watching eye and ever presence. But looking at these cave like etchings, drawings, they seem much more like primal, and it honestly feels like things you might have seen in other planes. It doesn't remind you of worship you've seen in the Pari. It's more like, I think you've traveled through the Feywild, you're maybe semi-accustomed with the three gods they have in the Feywild, who are very like primal, associated with elements and aspects of the body and the mind, and like very sometimes tangible things, and it kind of reminds you a little bit more of that. Not exactly the same, but more sort of, this gives more of like the Mother Earth compared to like Zeus energy maybe. And yeah, I think you know, obviously even with Alanis being much older than the rest of the party, you kind of come to the same conclusion as Tokki, in that these very well could be depicting the old dead, potentially dead, silent gods of Uriel. And they vanished like 3,000 years ago or something like that. Incredibly long time ago. Yeah. And I think each of you will have a little bit of contribution. Well, it's all contribution. A little bit of audience participation. Each of you would have heard a story or a myth. No one knows for certain how the gods disappeared. It is just a massive mystery. And so what story do you think you guys would have heard, considering your backgrounds, where you've traveled, on why the gods of Uriel suddenly went silent 3,000 years ago? And I know obviously two of you aren't from this plane until very recently, but even then I think wandering around, maybe you would have asked. The concept of saints is very unique to Lipari and to Uriel. So in other planes, that would have been very strange. So coming here, you probably would have been like, are there gods? No, there's not gods. Why? So what story do you think you might have heard about why the saints disappeared? And I'll let people think for a little bit, because it's a biggish question. write down your responses. So whenever anyone has one, just say, and then we can go back into it.
I think Tokki, having being so entrenched in the saints and having studied Enid, who obviously, when the gods left, in a way that not many other people did at the time, felt abandoned, felt like maybe it was a chance to live for themselves, to take control of their own lives, their communities, to kind of determine their future for themselves rather than relying on the gods. I think Tokki definitely, and I think also influenced by the Feywild gods, which are so different and which aren't like controlling people's lives as much, but are more sort of one with the people and the world. I think he feels like the gods left because, or he's heard theorized and has stuck with him the idea that the gods left because they were bored or they weren't interested or they had somewhere better to go than Uriel and Lipari, and they weren't interested in what the people of Lipari were doing. They felt that it was too small and insignificant for them to be involved with anymore, and so they left for somewhere better.
Nice. I love that. So yeah, the gods were kind of bastards in that respect. They just abandoned people. That's great. Nice. Does anyone else have one?
Yes.
Nice.
So I think Wraith heard that the gods originally, a bit creation myth, helped to create the world, and that each creation was from a different god. Each part, so like the earth, the sky, the sun. But over time, the power of people worshipping them corrupted some of these gods, and there was a battle or a war or a long-lasting event that was so terrible that it was all but wiped from history's memory because it was too awful. And the some of the gods who had kept their sort of sense of self and not corrupted by power helped fight with the mortals who rose up to fight the powerful gods. The powerful gods were defeated, but what was left was a world that was fracturing. So in order to preserve it, the remaining gods who'd fought for the side of good had surrendered their power into the earth and slept. And they are now part of the landscape, donating that power back to the earth and the landscape around. And some people say that landscapes or a mountain range or a specific like a part of the ocean where it goes darker is where a god is sleeping.
Nice. I like that. That's very, very cool. Let me write this down. Beautiful stuff. Wrath, Alanis, what tales may you have heard about the gods?
You ready, or you want me to go?
Yeah, you go. I'm still thinking.
Right, these are lovely poetic messages. Mine is not so much. I think Wrath is taken back to when he's really teeny tiny. He's 4-year-old Wrath, squatting in his bedroom playing with toys. And Jeff is there. They're almost the same size at this point. And they're bouncing around mini figurines. And somehow, maybe he's misconstrued it as a kid. he like heard stories of how like or myths of how whoever was leading hell at the time decimated the gods of the material plane and went to town. And obviously hell prevailed, so all the gods are gone. And because of that, they're all godless people and lots of souls went to hell. And so Dad is really happy.
That's kind of great. I love
Yeah.
that.
It's an
You were like, that's
epic
not poetic. I was like, that makes
battle.
sense in like the world.
Yeah.
I
And
love
he's
it.
jesting with all these war figurines, and he's
Him
like,
and Jeff playing the
Yeah.
story. Amazing.
Wraith's crouched next to him, just watching,
Yeah, just watching everything.
sort of curled.
You could be one of the gods, or you could be on our side. Doesn't matter. Jeff could be the gods. We'll be the hell.
Just like.
They got wooden swords, and they just doof 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 across the bedroom.
No.
Love it. I will finish writing this down.
Wraith is so much more profound. Wrath is just like war. And we won somehow. It makes no sense.
War.
No, it does make sense. It's really good.
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
That's why we have souls. Got rid of the gods. Now we get the souls.
Yeah.
Needed to make a bit of bank. That's all it is.
Amazing.
Jeff is one of the gods confirmed.
Brilliant. Okay.
I
cool, so-
honestly thought
That's where he heard from.
Same, I thought Jeff was-
the gods.
Yeah, I was like.
yeah, inspiration in
telling
my
you
head.
first
was that
person
Jeff
account
was-
as it happened.
Yeah, exactly. Right, Raph's gonna be like, Jeff, how old are you?
Jeff.
And Jeff's like,
Yeah.
Jeff.
Retcon. Raph couldn't understand Jeff yet, and this is what
Jeff.
he understood about the gods
I've
from
written
Jeff.
a cool one
100%.
down. Amazing. Alanis, what have you heard?
I think Alanis, it would sort of hear it as almost like a scary story around the campfire kind of situation. That these old gods got used to a certain degree of like fear and respect, like that the people of Ural would sacrifice and pray to them and treat them with like utmost reverence. And then when people started to question that a little bit and the respect and the prayers started to go away, some of the gods began to get malicious and vindictive. And some of the gods, sort of similar to Wraith, were more good and still wanted to protect and believe in the people a little bit more. And that there was then a kind of godly civil war and fighting broke out among them. And in the end, the evil gods came out on top. And they banished either they banished the good gods to a completely separate plane of existence, or they banished them to spend the rest of their life as mortals on the plane of Ural. And then as a final kind of fuck you to the people that they believe weren't giving them the respect they deserved, they withdrew completely and went to a different plane to start over with people who were more reverent and submissive towards them, abandoning Ural for whatever happened next.
Amazing. That's very, very cool. I love that. Let me finish writing.
I'm going to take this opportunity to just go pee and
Yeah,
also get a
go
slice
break
of cake.
Hey.
I'll be right back.
Imagine like the BBEG of the like campaign that comes back. It's like, I heard you were talking shit about me. Those stories, not true.
Brilliant. Those are excellent. I love it. got a new pen today. It's a fancy
Ooh.
pen.
Exciting.
Ooh.
Please click. It's from Japan. Well, I don't know if it's from Japan. It's Japanese stationery, and it's nice and heavy. And it's nice and soft. And it writes very nicely. I was drawing the little doodles that might have been on the walls of the caves. That's
Ooh,
the mountain. That's
Mm.
someone
that's so
offering a
cool.
sunhand something. They're in the sunshine. And then that's people like worshipping some sort of, it's not focusing, but that's people worshipping some sort of sun deity or something.
Ooh,
Mm.
that's very cool.
Showing you my drawings while Steph's away.
Oh, I was going to ask. This from my perspective. Is there anything of any kind of arcane nature going on
In
in
the
the art
drawings.
depicted? Yeah.
Oh yeah, roll an arcana check.
I have advantage because I wear my spectacles.
Because you're wearing your glasses. Cute.
Like, they're the lenses. Oh! 27.
20 fuck.
What, 18 plus 9.
Ooh, I think. What sort of stuff are you looking for? Like of a magic.
Oh, with the sacrifice he's trying to like deduce, is there anything like because I mean this is his speciality. He knows
Yeah, of
very little
course.
about the history, and he's like, well, why are they doing it? Is it just to
Yeah.
kill someone for the sake of killing someone? Are they trying to like do something with the soul? Or, like,
Yes,
and
okay.
like he only knows a lot about arcane fields, so he's like trying to suss out what the process is happening.
Nice.
Obviously, he can only deduce little. It's a very old drawing. Yeah.
No, that's really cool. I like that. I think as a wizard, a lot of the like, I don't know, a lot of what you know about magic, and especially the way you manipulate weave, is around like rituals and doing things with such deliberate thought, and seeing that these pictures were put here with such deliberate thought and such deliberate work had gone into that. They're not doodles. Like a lot of thought has gone into them, and you kind of loosen your mind a little bit to sort of try and view these as almost like, if I was casting a spell, what would I want these pictures to sort of say? Like, what am I trying to communicate, get across here? And I think you kind of get the sense, like, so the sacrifice one that you mentioned, you get the sense that maybe that isn't just it very well could have been just an aspect of the religion, like you know, seasonally sacrifice someone, but I think it's not so much in order for the sun to rise and like shine on the crops. It seems almost maybe to be I don't know, an offering to get something in exchange, in that sense that maybe you do get souls offering something up like that. And you see there seems to be almost like a full town of people walking up the mountain to do this, and like offering it to the sun. Yeah, like someone's been chosen. I think you see kind of like what Alanis mentioned in her kind of end of creation myth almost, of there was a kind of fear and reverence there, like when Wraith was talking about deities in hell and the fact that you don't really have any, because the dukes are just sort of that stand-in for an all-powerful being. And there is a level of devotion and worship to them, and it's callous and it's cruel and it's cold, especially, I mean, at least in how you grew up in the ninth, who's to say for the other circles, but you see some of that, you think, reflected in some of these pictures. There's not really a fear of the saints apart from like Kerrigan, maybe Borna, Bella. Here it is fear, respect, a willingness to almost prove a sense of like, we are lesser because they are more. You think you see a sort of a deliberateness as well to like where places were chosen, like that, like ritualistically kind of aligns to you, and you get the sense of like, if you're worshipping a sun god, mountain's the closest you're going to get to the sun. So that kind of makes sense to you. And then you're kind of thinking like, you don't know how old Alano is as a city, but was it deliberately built on top of these forgotten, you assume, abandoned network of ancient caves and tunnels? Was it done by accident? Was it just a good place near a natural spring and on a natural border and a road through the mountains? Is it an accident that two civilizations happen to build here? Maybe. And yeah, that you kind of, by thinking about history as a spell, kind of begin to unweave it and unravel it.
Interesting.
But yeah. And as you kind of all reflect on the uncreation myths that you've heard, where they kind of, from Tokki's, the gods as almost villains abandoning people, wraith, the gods as committing the ultimate sacrifice, wrath as them as victims, being destroyed in a war for someone else's gain, or Alanis, again villains but more cruel villains, rather than apathetic villains. And as you kind of all consider these different creation myths, you all kind of, I do get the sense that you're standing in front of something that is like so much bigger than much else that you have ever seen and witnessed. And as you're standing there, Frida's gonna go, what are we looking at?
The walls.
Are they interesting?
Yeah, there's some drawings on them.
Oh, nice. My brother does drawings.
Yeah. You don't know anything about the original gods of Ural, do you, by any chance?
Let him roll.
Because that's actually my special interest.
I see, actually. I mean, my mum used to tell me that one day they got on a big ship and sailed away into the stars, didn't look back, and some people said they were chased away, but then they kept flying and they added new stars to the sky when they went too far, but they're still sort of here, they're just quiet. Why?
Just, we think that the drawings on the walls relate to them.
Oh, shit. That's crazy. Underneath my inn?
Underneath your inn. Been here for a while.
I could charge for that. Better add an extra star.
Insight check.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Just generally, like,
who,
are
like,
they...
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Rapper's like, this is weird. And Rapper will never know, because it was an 8 plus 2, 10.
That's alright. I mean, they roll against it. And I mean, I think just a 10. I mean, even rolling, he's just a bloke blind in the dark, not even facing the wall. And I think you just, even with a 10, I think you just get pure candor. He's just telling stories, and he's you maybe see a line of worry as he starts talking about adding an additional star to the inn. You remember him saying they don't get repeat customers. Maybe business isn't going well. He's thinking he's got to replace that deck. Maybe this can help.
Okay, Frida, think about the insurance claim, all right? You're going to get a lot of money for this, okay?
You see their expression changes, and they're like, "Oh, fair fucking play."
You are insured, right?
Yeah. No. My brother said that was all sorted.
Oh, Godspeed, you're about to be fucking rich, my friend.
Yeah,
All right.
Speaking of his brother, does it look like the rest of the tavern came down with us?
Swallowed.
Like, are there chairs and tables and stuff?
Nice. Roll me a investigation or perception.
It's a 16.
You see, sort of. You see, and I think you sort of remember, this was like localized to sort of like the center of the street, and if Frida's lucky, the tavern is not destroyed. It maybe only got like the edge of the tavern, this sinkhole. It might be growing. I think you see a few like half mangled chairs, like the ones that you were sitting on that didn't survive the fall as well as you guys did, and kind of got a bit churned up. There's like half a sea bass.
Just suddenly
Tokki!
kick that off to the side.
Tokki, your sea bass is here. Oh, he won't hear me.
Tokki's vegetarian.
Oh, my bad. He was staring down at sea bass earlier.
He was. He was just making eye contact with it.
Oh, my bad. I thought you were suggesting you were eating it pure.
Yeah, on your guys' side of the cave-in, what's the situation?
I think Wraith, in all the rubble and wreckage on their side, spots one of the asters that she just handed to.
Yeah.
Wow. Right now.
And so she'll scoop it up and walk back over to the wall where Tokki's inspecting history. And so, worship. And she'll twizzle the aster.
Yeah. Sorry, go on.
I don't think you've ever mentioned what Saint Blackwood worships.
Well, lots of them. You know, each to... We use the saints in lots of different ways. I think they're quite fond of Goldwyn, probably. Dedication and hard work.
Is that
Scholarly pursuits. No, it
Their
was
ritual.
on. Yeah, he's changed it apparently. It was on the lasting legacy of the saints.
What is
I
that?
can't say. Honestly, I tried not to pay that much attention to it.
Insight check.
Mm.
I just want to tell if Tokki's lying when he's like, I'm trying not to pay attention to it. That is a 23.
So I think Tokki genuinely is a bit like. So he's like, I don't know. Partly Chloe's like, I don't know, because Chloe's
fair.
been like,
Yeah.
Tokki doesn't care about that. I'm not thinking about that. I think Tokki genuinely, like, when he says, I try not to pay attention, you get the sense that that is true and that he is honestly trying to think about something to tell you. Like, he wants to answer your question. You also get the sense that there is a big... There's something he's purposefully dancing around. You get the sense that he's scrabbling for something else to say because he doesn't want to say the thing that he is thinking about.
You fucked Galen on the moon together.
You
That's
gave
what
me the
I did.
other side of the cave.
Wraith will let the aster. She'll just rest it on the floor in front of the wall and stay crouched next to you. And we're friends, right?
You and I?
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
You know you're my first friend, right?
Well, you have wrath.
I don't think my brother counts as a friend.
No, you might be right there. What about this?
I don't think he was ever just a friend. And a wicked grin sort of crawls across her face at that. But she'll glance up at you. And she's not masking in this moment. It's very much she's been trying to be less neutral, and she's very much just letting you see whatever its expression is on her face. Um, from my limited understanding of friends, they can talk to each other. And I know he's a sensitive topic. And I know you've said many things. But you don't have to keep things at the bottom of your bag. Especially when it's just me here now. And I'll do my very best not to judge.
We're friends, Wraith, and I really am honoured that I'm your friend. I get that you don't put a lot of faith in other people, but I'm never going to see him again.
So what is...
I don't think there's a thing that... I think there's something you're hoping for me to reveal, and I just don't think there is anything.
Insight. That is a 24.
He's lying through his teeth to you.
Yeah. Tokki, my dear friend, stop fucking lying. To me, for saint's sake. You've been lying all day. To yourself, to everyone else, particularly to me. I can withstand it to a certain extent, but really.
What do you want me to say?
The truth. The actual truth, not just the truths we tell ourselves.
I think when you say the truth, like, Tokki goes pale. Tokki looks like he's gonna pass out. Like, Tokki goes pale, his jaw tightens, he flexes his hands as he shoves them into his pockets.
I think Wraith stood in her tirade, by the way.
You're so much taller than me. Yeah, clearly he is on my mind so much that even when I'm trying to think of home, I just sort of gesture to the aster. But I'm trying to get past that. I'm trying to not... I just want to focus on Galen. And I don't think that dwelling on the past matters.
I don't think that hiding from it does help. And I'm not sure, I could be wrong, but from all your stories of your friends back home, back at university, I'm not sure you've actually talked to anyone about this.
I can't.
And that's what I thought. I don't think hiding things at your bag is going to help you move forward in your search for Galen. I think it may just weigh you down.
I don't know how to. I don't know. None of it makes sense to me. I can explain it to another person, but honestly, do I have my bag with me?
Yeah. Yeah, you've all got all your stuff.
Tokki will reach into his bag. The night I accidentally took this home with me is the night that Galen reached out to me. So maybe burying it is the right thing. Maybe that's what Galen wants me to do. And Tokki will pull out. It's like right at the, like, he has to reach his whole fucking arm in that bag. Tokki will pull out. It's a strip of white cloth that you realise is, as it unfurls, the bit fit that he used to wear tumbles out and sort of drops back into the bag, and it is a white handkerchief with bloodstains on it and monogrammed initials in the corner.
And the initials are
AGB.
the G.
I don't know. I'm sure it's some silly family name. We're not exactly middle name kinds of people.
Oh, I have so many names. You can borrow one of mine.
Do you have a middle name? You know mine. What's yours?
I have titles. It's a very good question.
I'm
Let
now
me
going
get
to be
my
asking
title.
Alanis and Wrath what your middle names are in a second, so have a little think.
Hang on, that's the wrong one. I don't think middle names necessarily, but in hell your title is your full name. I can't find mine. Wrath. Here we go. I guess I have middle titles you could borrow. It would be Princess Brysera of Hell, Maiden of the Wastes, future consort of Mephistopheles.
Mephy boy.
You don't have last name?
We decided on one, and I've
Yeah,
Yeah, you
forgotten
did.
it.
Asmodison.
As Modison.
As medicine.
However you pronounce Asmodeus, I can never get it right.
I think it would be Asmodeuson.
Asmodeus. I never pronounce it right, and he's my fucking dad.
Help yourself to the maiden. Future consort, you're welcome to. Doesn't apply anymore.
I don't like any of these. I mean, Brysera's fine, but
I took a lot of nicknames instead. You know, you could call me that. My name.
Brysera?
As my friend. You may want to
I thought
shorten
you
it,
were.
having going incognito, but it's your decision.
Shorten it to what?
Ika and Dis both call me Bree.
Well, I know your brother and your husband be your only friends. It's just pathetic.
Well, do you know what's pathetic? Pining over bloodstains. Why are there bloodstains on the handkerchief, Tokki? Why are we carrying bloody handkerchiefs around?
Wraith was nice for 0.5 seconds and she was like, enough's enough.
And that's enough of that. We shared.
To remember why I'm doing this. And I did genuinely steal it by accident.
Whose blood is it?
Mine. Bit of his, I think. But if I need to score on him at some point.
Sure, that's why you carry it round.
The most normal guy alive. You guys thought you were fucked up. Tokki's been carrying a bloody handkerchief for 500 miles.
So So what? Some kind of blood pact where you both spilled your secrets and your hearts and have devoted each other?
Quite the opposite.
A hate pact? You're going to have to give me something to go off, Tokki.
Sure. A hate pact is... I don't know, I was outside in the rain, he gave it to me. It got blood in it.
From?
We
I
got
meant
in a
the blood-
fight.
With each other? Or against other people?
Yes, obviously.
Who won?
Depends on how you look at it.
How should I look at it?
Galen chose me. I won.
I'm glad to associate with the winner then. Why were you brawling?
It's always seemed to... We've never once been able to be nice to each other. It was some fancy event for his going away for his funding, and I was upset, and I went outside, and he came to taunt me for it. That's the last time I ever saw him. Galen contacted me the same night. I dropped out. Trying to be a knight. I'm here. I can't tell you that I'm not thinking about it, because once again, evidently I am. Point to the flower again. But I've...
Keep going.
I know what's important. I know what I need to do. I just have to commit myself to Galen. I just keep this around to remind me of that fact. Because I didn't want to leave it at home where Lamball would have found it.
Why? What would Lanville have said?
Probably much like you. Why have you got a bloody hanky, Tokki?
Okay, understandable, really. It's a justifiable question. I will stop asking you questions after this. But one more truth. Was there any, on his part or yours, that you know of, romantic feelings or actions? Because there's a lot of passion in your tale, Tokki. And you dance around the truth like you got hot foot.
Sorry, I thought you meant tail as in
Bunny
bunny.
tail.
Sorry, no, that was a really good...
Excellent.
Sorry, I'll come back into it. Repeat the
Aster
last
and
sentence
Tokki have
for
done
me.
things with that tail, mate.
There's a lot of passion in that tale, and you've been dancing around it like you've got hot foot. And you can tell a friend about a crush now or past. Because I don't think you ever got to tell anyone else about this one.
I think Tokki, multiple times while you were saying that last sentence, went to speak. And I think you get the sense that he is going to lie to you. And I think you get the sense that in the way that Tokki doesn't ever want to lie to anyone, every part of Tokki's being wants to lie to you right now. Yeah. I liked him. He knew that. He relishes that fact, in fact, I think. Wants to use it in every way against me. It is the most foolish thing I have ever done. I'm over it.
Insight. That last bit. Oof. 27.
Oof. I'll say as well with that insight, I didn't want to interrupt the flow, but there was a moment earlier in the conversation when Tokki said something about Aster having like never been nice to him or never liked him or never been friendly towards him. And it wasn't a lie exactly, but you saw some flicker of emotion across Toki's face there, almost as if he came up with, in an academic way, a counter argument to that and then dismissed it. But on this one specific thing with the 27, Chloe.
Again, I think it's an obvious lie. Like, I think from talking, I mean, I don't want to tell you what to think, but like,
Yeah. Give it to.
Like, man's been making flowers named after him and carrying a bloody hanky around. Like, Toki's clearly
She's in
so much worse than I think you thought Tokki was.
Yeah.
And I think Tokki is, like, when he says I'm over it, he is over feeling that way, in the sense that he is like worn down. He's like, what the fuck are you doing, at himself? Desperately wants to not be feeling this way, but is.
I'll forgive that one, because we'll make it a truth. Come on. Wrath says the best way to get over someone is to get under them, so let's go find you somebody else to get under.
Okay.
Thank you.
And yeah, you all kind of stand there in the silence and the darkness. This conversation happening on the other side of the wall. And the two of you standing with a staff and a crow, stand there kind of examining these ancient texts. And Frida pipes up and goes, what are your guys' names anyway?
The crow on Rath's shoulder just turns to stare at Frida.
Frida cannot see this and is not intimidated.
I wasn't even trying to intimidate. I just wanted to give attitude. Wrath once more produces flame in his hand, right in Frida's face, just to jump scare them.
Frida does jump. There's fire all of a sudden. Frida jumps backwards.
It's just in his hand. Just boom, 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 boom. Would you like to go
Alanis.
first?
Alanis. And
Oh, this is Fenrir, my bird companion.
and then who are you?
I am the nameless one.
Right. Cool. Super cool.
Nah, my name's
Wrath. Right. Cool. Yeah. Cool.
He thinks it's such a fake now.
Wrath is like, I fucked that one up. Now she doesn't actually believe.
Well, my name's Frida. Good to meet you since we're stuck in this situation, I suppose. Does anyone know a way out?
Do you think I would still be here if I knew the way out? I
There's
jest.
a big pile of rocks that way, and there's not a big pile of rocks that way. So let's go the way where there's not a big pile of rocks.
Oh, in that way. That sounds good to me. Well, you said I could follow you, so after you.
Well,
Okay.
I guess we're going, Alanis. Thank you for your contribution, dear Frida.
I'll grab Frida's wrist because I'm concerned that he'll just gonna
Yeah.
stack it
Yeah,
and
yeah.
kill himself.
Cute.
And I'll pull him along.
Amazing. I love it. Frida limps along behind you guys as you continue further through these tunnels. All of them, maintaining this kind of vibe of every now and then it's rocky, kind of naturally formed walls. You've got a kind of water from somewhere dripping down the side of them, and then all of a sudden there'll be that black smooth stone, and those kind of drawings and etchings will stop. On the other side of the cave, and what are you two doing?
Sorry, which two are you asking?
Sorry,
Us.
the two verses before.
All right, appeal to my sense of morality. I feel a little bit bad about getting you to tell me all the truths.
Roll me an insight check.
Oh,
Oh,
The DM now.
Coming for your job.
Yes.
okay.
That is a 24.
Looking on top of looking sad and uncomfortable, looks a bit guilty.
oh no.
What's with the face?
What face?
You've got the face. I read your face quite a lot. I don't bring up everything that's on it all the time, but why is there guilt on your face today?
I don't know, probably because I've been carrying some, admittedly now that I've shown it to another person, quite creepy trinket around.
I scrutinize him. Wraith insight checks all the time with a perfectly deadpan expression. This time, Tokki can see I'm trying to get a full read, and I get that guilt out.
Yeah, I think you get up close almost to Tokki's face,
Yeah.
because like as much as Tokki's cast light doesn't do much to help your like eyesight in general. It's like your eyes are magically enhanced, and there's almost like the way it's emanating from his pendant, his face is almost in shadows, and you get up close to try and get up past those shadows.
Away from me, we just need to get out of here.
Stop deflecting. Why are you guilty? What else did you hide?
I can't tell you every little thing that has ever happened to me.
Why not? I thought that's what friends do. I'll tell you one of mine if you tell me one of yours. You just gotta ask.
You tell me one of yours.
You're gonna have to give me a topic, Tokki. I'm not trying to hide anything.
But if you have something to hide, I thought all your secrets were out. Princess of Hell's secret husband. Is there something you're not telling Wrath?
Is there something I'm not telling Wrath?
You have inferred there are still things I do not know.
I don't know if this counts as a secret, but I haven't spoken with Wrath about it. I don't think I've spoken with anyone about it.
She's pregnant.
Yeah, it's just 2 years.
This
Now
isn't
you
the
are.
father.
Oh shit! Imagine the scene. Oh, I would pay to see that like alternate universe drama on my days.
It's Luca.
I have to go back to hell at some point. Signing yourself up to be joint ruler of the second through marriage, that could have just been a consort.
Not very you.
No, thankfully not.
You're a ring girl.
Don't I know it? Jangle all my rings on my necklace. I want to go back. I hated the life we had to grow up in. I would not have wished that upon anyone, especially not my brother, but also not upon me. I don't want Wrath to go back. I think he's better here. I think it's better for him here. But that isn't my choice to make. But if it were, I would keep him safe here. And it's not a secret, it's just something that hasn't come up.
Does Wrath have to go back? Can't you just visit? There's rifts.
I admittedly don't know enough about his power. There were so many experiments and so much twisting of soul and heart and nature. I don't know how much Father can control. I don't know how much Wrath can control in the choice to stay or go. He may have to go back as well. The inheritance of power in hell, especially for the dukes at least, from what I know, it's tied to that plane. It's tied to their court. I don't know if Wrath would be the same as the Reaper. I'd assume not as much, because he'd have to travel to transfer souls, but I don't know how far down the path to being the Reaper he is, and if there's a way out of it.
When I met him, he was searching for a way to protect you. And I said I'd help him. If you want to find a way to protect him, I'll help you with that too.
You didn't make a deal with him, did you?
No, what kind of deal would I have made with him?
We devils make a lot of deals.
I don't think I did. Would he have to tell me if I did?
I think you would know.
Okay, then no, I don't believe I did.
I would have qualms with Wrath being intimate with someone he owned part of the soul of.
Yeah, so would I.
Yeah.
Jeff would never allow that. There's HR involved. Don't worry. We have a good, union.
Yeah.
I would never do that.
I miss hell.
Find a way. Even though it was so horrible to you?
It was until I learned that I didn't have to be the one. I'm phrasing this badly. It was horrible as the maiden until I learned I didn't have to just be the maiden. And then a whole new side opened up, one that I didn't get to explore fully before we left.
If that's where you want to be.
Eventually. Not now. I want to
You have visitors in hell?
Oh yes, we could have. There's plenty of rifts through to the second. That's how they
What's
make
it like?
deals. I haven't been.
Second. You've never been? But you're going to rule it?
I was never allowed out of that one, whose name I remember. Hang on, I have a document.
Do you mean Avernus?
Did you get up to?
Thank you. Yes, I do mean Avernus.
Mhm.
I was barely allowed out of the palace.
How did you meet this?
Well, they come to the palace. The other dukes. With Dad in charge, courtly functions, meetings, snooping.
I'm sure you were very good at that. But you're really
Obviously.
going to go back and rule a place you've never been. What if it's cold?
It's not. There are parts of hell that are cold. Mephistopheles' court is cold.
You'd have hated it there.
The wastes. I would have. Thank goodness for heroines who save themselves.
Thought you said
Exactly.
thank goodness for heroin. I was like, no.
Now, come on, can you save the both of us and get us out of here?
Oh, don't think I've avoided the first reason I'm telling this story. Why the guilt? If it helps, I could beat you bloody and give you one of my handkerchiefs, but
Is it embroidered with your initials?
yeah, absolutely.
But
There's more, but I can't talk about it now. Maybe some other time in some other cave, tunnel, mud, abyss.
Okay. Just try to stop lying to me about it. Being your friend makes me want to be a good person, a better person. Don't make it the other way with me, where you then have to lie to me and start stealing and killing and murdering on my behalf. Can we meet in the middle?
I'm trying to be like you. I'm trying to be like my best friend Bri.
Bri?
Bri, whatever your name is.
I think Bry's good.
You can be Bri. We don't have to talk about it all now. But now that there's more, I can't promise not to bring it up again. Come on, there's a tunnel waiting.
Lead the way.
Amazing. So you all head off down your respective tunnels. Could one person from each group please roll me a d6?
I've done a lot of
Is it-
insight rolls if you want to do it, Chloe.
Yeah. It's a 6 from us.
Come on, Izzy. Big numbers. Big numbers. Come on.
It's a
Big might
1.
be bad.
Oh, God.
It might be the number
Big
of
might be bad.
Enemy.
Well, it might be
enemies that
one
are about to
enemy.
be here. Yeah.
Smudge mess it.
Maybe.
Come
maybe,
again.
Maybe. 6 and a 1.
How many- Maybe it's like, oh, there's 6 tunnels in front of you. Which way do you
Yeah.
want to go?
Yeah, sure.
We got
We're gonna
one
find
tunnel.
the
We're just
spectrum.
going
That
straight.
could be it. That could be it. For sure. So
God.
you guys, who should we start with? We'll start with the higher roll. So with a 6, Wrath, could you roll me an 8?
I thought we were starting
D8,
with
a
6.
D8, not just an 8, a D8.
Me?
Yeah.
My team didn't roll the 6.
I thought you got 6 for Izzy
We
and
got-
1 for Chloe.
I got a 1.
Oh, sorry.
No,
okay.
other way around.
Steph,
No, we got
then.
6.
Steph, roll me a D8.
And we should
Okay.
have gone with that, Izzy. We could have had the 6.
We should have had the 6.
Shit, I'm sorry. I shouldn't.
7.
A 7. Okay, so as you walk down this tunnel, we shall see what happens.
I'm just saying you could at least wash it. It doesn't need to be bloodstained anymore.
The blood is the whole point.
He has a blood kink now.
Besides, it's been there for months. I doubt it's coming out now.
Okay.
It has actually already been in the wash once. That's how it ended up in my bag at home anyway.
Are you implying that you washed the rest of Aster's clothes and it got tangled up with yours?
No. I accidentally took it home. I washed my clothes. I found it in a pocket.
Ah. Did he give it to you? Did he mop up your blood? Was it romantic?
It was decidedly unromantic. He chastised me for trying to wipe my face on my sleeve and gave it to me.
Oh, I've
instead.
noticed you do that.
Yeah.
Rudy.
Yeah, well, apparently
You
it's not
did it.
very noble.
After the letter.
Yeah. Whatever, doesn't matter. Need to stop hearing his voice in my head.
Well, what's it saying now?
I think you'd get on. I know I'm your friend, but I don't know, you both like expensive wines and hot fires and winding me up.
I will endeavour to stop winding you up in this dark tunnel. And I will wrap an arm around Tokki's shoulder as we walk through the dark.
As you walk through the dark, it's cute. As you walk through the darkness recedes, actually. As you wander into the tunnel, kind of widens into a sort of natural cavern. And you see this chamber has suspended by some long ago ancient magic. You see a bunch of clay lanterns suspended is in the air, very faintly glowing, but glowing nonetheless with some kind of magic light within them.
I'll admit magic is not my strong suit.
Actually, how long does that?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. It's probably been more than 10 minutes. I will cast Detect Magic again.
Go for it. Yeah, go for it.
Try and get an understanding of these maps.
Nice. So you cast Detect Magic, and the entire room seems to glow with like an aura of conjuration magic. And it seems to be like emanating as well as the entire room, but from the lanterns, and also from some, as you look down, like you hadn't noticed it before, but with the Detect Magic up, you notice that there's kind of patterns on the floor. Those seem to be glowing as well. And yeah, all of that with conjuration magic.
Relay that to Wraith.
Hearing about the patterns on the floor, Wraith will tentatively start checking for traps. If they as I don't know if they're moving into the room or not yet, but she's starting to look. She's starting to look.
You tell me if you're moving in or not, or if you're just standing at the edge. Are you wandering into the chamber to like check in the chamber, or like are you having a look from afar?
I think it'll be a look from afar to be
Nice.
cautious.
Nice. And roll me an investigation check. And then while you're doing that, Wrath, could you roll me a d8, please?
Lost my
High numbers.
Unfortunately, that's only an 11.
Okay.
5.
Remember an 11 for me. And you got a 5, yeah?
Yeah.
Forget the number as soon as I read it. Wrath. I wish I could read and talk at the same time. Right, so you and Alanis are walking down this little tunnel. Do me a favor, and while I am reading for 30 seconds, what are you two doing?
What do you think the other two are talking about? I'm sure they're being so lovely and respecting each other's boundaries.
100%. There's going to be no probing. There's going to be no prying. It's just going to be a surface level, hey, you guys all right kind of conversation.
They're so honest with each other nowadays. I love to see how their friendships bloomed, you know?
Yeah, I think, honestly, I think they do really like each other.
I know.
I think there's a beautiful friendship there.
Really? And like for the first time, I'm like, maybe Tokki's okay. Like, I think he's finally like getting to grips with the Galen situation, you know?
Yeah, I think he's really coming into his own. He's growing in confidence. I think he's leaving his past behind him.
Yeah.
It's not haunting him anymore.
No, absolutely not. I'm so glad that he left uni, you know?
Yeah, me too. Doesn't seem like it was it seemed very toxic, honestly. Every time he talks about it, I'm like, Tokki, please.
I did walk by this, like, hot posh guy there. Back when I was visiting him, he was fine. I gotta say.
Did you hit it?
Nah, I mean I hit Tokki.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Be busy, I understand.
Indeed. Anything you want to talk about in this divine cave? What's on your mind these days?
What's on my mind these days?
You and Luke are okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm over it, you know.
Good.
I understand why he lied.
Mm.
It makes sense. And I hope he finds his brothers.
Mm. And you can one day get him back for it.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do
Frickin'.
something really cool. I don't know what it's gonna be.
Get the drop
as
on
I
him.
said, you know, my issue, I sort of told him everything about my life, and I was a little offended that it didn't go the other way, but it's whatever, I'm over it. I'm
Maybe
fine.
you make a really construed lie and we commit to the bit for months.
Yeah.
And at the opportune moment, you drop the truth.
Opportune moment, I dropped it. It was never true.
Mm.
And then I've tricked him. Oh, yeah.
It's revenge.
Yeah, it's good.
So I feel like I am impeding my devious nature on you. That's what... You know, we're just putting it out there. You think about it.
Yeah, no, I'll think about it. I'll get brainstorming.
Fenrir, you got any ideas, mate?
Yeah, no, I think trickery is the best way to do it. I think you're doing a really good job, bots, of tempting this soul. I think you're nailing it. And yeah, I think on the right path, she could be a great addition to the bar.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Absolutely. Nobody but Raph could hear that, but he's like, yeah, Fenrir agrees. Fenrir's down for the plan.
Ah!
Good. Fenrir's just kind of squawking and like,
Jesus Christ.
offering Alanis a job in Infernal Bird.
Oh, Alanis speaks Infernal. No, you're not, Fenrir.
Not
Alanis
bird
does
dialect
speak
though.
Infernal.
Oh, not bird dialect. Bird
No,
dialect.
not
got a
unless I
certain
want to
twang.
speak with animals and I don't want to waste a spell slot on this. As great as the bit would be.
That would be very, very funny.
Fenrir wants to get Alanis on side.
Yeah, Fenrir's like, I need to learn common. As you are walking along, the two of you having this lovely little chat, you make your way down kind of the corridor or the tunnel that you're in starts to kind of wind, and then it widens suddenly, but it's still quite dark, and even now and then with produced flame and Frida holding your hand following behind you, you can't quite see to the edges of the walls. But you do, Alanis, with your passive perception, you hear a whoosh and you feel a rush of cold air, as if something's flying towards you suddenly. And all of a sudden, both of you see a shadowy figure that is flying at you at top speed. Instinctively, what do you do? Like, this shadowy figure is coming towards you. Do you jump out the way? Do you try and attack it? Or do you do something else?
I would immediately drop to the ground and try and... I'll pull Frida with me for sure, and I'll try and pull Wrath with me.
Yeah.
Raph is like in the middle and it's just like, hey baby, how you doing? Nice to meet you.
Flirt with the shadowy figure. Amazing. Both of you roll me a dexterity save. I'm just gonna say Frida gets what you get, Alanis.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna kill this man. Oh.
His brother will inherit.
Yeah, inherits the inn. That was his game plan all along.
So 25.
25, shit,
Ooh.
Nice.
12, mate.
12.
This man's life is in my hands. I'm locked in.
You're like, this is literally so serious though. And you drop to the floor, completely avoiding this thing. Has Wrath ever seen a picture of a lich before?
The lich! The lich! April's losing her mind. Probably. I imagine so.
Yeah.
He has a bit of a depraved taste
I can imagine.
of like the occult, so I definitely think he's read up on liches, if I'm honest though.
For sure. So as you see flying towards you a classic lich, you instinctively almost opened your arms. Alanis hits the floor, stops, drops, and rolls. And this thing flies towards you. Wraith,
You know,
on
I
an
still
11
would.
investigation. Um, you don't notice anything.
That's fair.
Like, don't get me wrong, it doesn't eliminate any suspicion, but you can't see anything tangible.
I wish I'd listened to my brother when he rambled on about arcane shit. What do you think? Go forward? Around? Can we skirt them? Can we skirt the edge of the room?
Sorry, so imagine like a circular cave and like dotted
Yeah.
everywhere. Not just in the middle, but like suspended everywhere.
Okay.
Like party streamers hanging.
Oh, okay.
everywhere.
Yep, I'm with you.
I think they're just lamps. A lamp's not going to hurt us.
You had to go and say it.
Come on, we'll be fine. And I'll just step into the room.
Nice. As you look around and step forward, you look down and see it as you feel a tug at your feet, and you see that your foot, Tokki, drags a length of cord behind it, a tripwire that you'd failed to notice, that runs along the entrance to the room. The feeling as you look up is followed by a crash as the closest lantern to you, maybe 10 feet away, falls, and you almost watch it fall in slow motion as this ancient clay smashes on the ground, and as it does, releases a burst of light. Could both of you please make a charisma saving throw?
Oh!
Wrath, as you open your arms to this lich that is
Come to me,
flying
baby.
towards you, could you please make me an insight check very quickly, like an instinctive insight?
I got 18 plus 2.
18.
That's
Oh,
funny.
that's brilliant. As it comes towards you, you're like, hold on. Like, I suppose liches can fly, but then you're like, wait, but this guy's suspended on the ceiling by like a rope, and you see that this is some sort of dummy that you have set off, that has flown down intended to scare you. But as you touch it, even slightly, the whole thing, like a glow seems to emanate from the center of it, as green arcane fire overcomes the dummy. With an explosion, it slams into you and explodes in green arcane flame. Could you please make me a dexterity saving throw?
Natural 20!
That's such good news.
Oh god, was it bad? Fucking hell.
Yeah.
It's really bad. So
This is where the one and all this comes. I was so excited to flirt with a lich. Like, I had lines in my head ready to go. Oh, next time.
Right, I want you to know that on 10d6, I only roll 23. So you take 12, because you say points.
That could have killed me.
Yeah.
Easy.
That's so
12
lucky.
points of fire damage.
Oh, I needed the nat 20.
As this thing
Bad.
explodes. And on the floor, Alanis and Frida's like, what's going... as you feel, it doesn't touch you, but this green fire, hotter than anything you've felt in...
Like a
potentially
wash.
ever. Yeah, exactly. Like, over you, as just smash into Wrath's face. And once the fire fades, there's quiet once again. As Frida goes, what just happened then?
Wrath, are you dead?
Okay, I'm good.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay.
Wrath
Wrath
kills
has-
everyone.
Okay.
No eyebrows.
No eyebrows.
And his fringe is gone.
Yeah,
No.
like a sexy singe, even lower cut top.
And it can't get much lower. It's fucking low right now.
It's down to his proper navel now.
Russ like really done and kind of like underwhelmed because he was like he was ready to get his
He was
flail,
ready
and
to
now he's
fucking
like I just got blown to shit instead.
That's what he said.
No.
Damn, yeah. Not in the way like that could have literally killed me outright if you'd rolled
Literally.
better. Holy shit! No wonder you were like you need that.
No, I know. I
And
mean,
no one on that side has a scroll of Revivify.
No.
You know what Frida's got in his apron?
No, we don't. He's got bread.
I could have died again.
A sea bass of Revivify.
The fish
In-
slap of life.
You got it.
Yeah.
In the last few seconds of the session, Tokki, you succeed on this save. Wraith, you do not. And
Nope.
Wraith, could you please tell me, what's the first place that pops into your head? Ever. Like, if I say to you, Steph, think of a location Wraith knows, go. 5, 4, 3.
I know.
two.
It's an Osterjan. I think it was an Osterjan. I know exactly what I thought of. I just need the name of it. It is on a canal through the desert, the
Yeah.
sand dunes.
Cute.
It's nighttime.
Amazing. Tokki, you look over, Wraith vanishes. Wraith, you're in Osterjan.
Shit.
In the middle of a canal. And because there's no boat, you're wet. And that is where we will leave the session. To return next week.
I almost said Dis's rooms. I
thought
almost
you were
said
gonna.
Dis's rooms.
I thought you were gonna say this is rooms to be honest.
I thought you were gonna. I assumed you were gonna say hell.
And we will leave it there with Wraith floating in a canal in Osterjan.
Just in a canal.
Yeah.
Can you swim?
Yeah.
Treading water.
Oh.
A plot twist. My gosh. They had it all.
Cool.
And we'll leave it there. And I'll see everyone, I think, next week.
Mm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Like
Oh.
now.
Yeah.
Can we like
5 more minutes?
Yeah.
Gonna leave you guys with that one.
I could
Frida
have
with a
been
sea
in...
bass of Revivify.
It's fine. It's fine. We're in the middle of the fucking desert in a
Yeah.
canal.
Yeah.
Could have been in Dis's room.
Yeah.
But I went,
Is it
no, we've
Osterjan
done
or
that
is
in the
it
story.
Vacaria?
It's Vacaria.
Vacaria.
Yeah.
Stunning.
The one time that I didn't go to Dis's room because I'm like, we did that recently in the Dreamscape.
No, yeah.
Yeah, the one time you tried to do something fun,
Yeah.
different.
Different. It's different.
It is real different.
Lauren's like free plane shift. Just going once, going twice, gone.
Yeah. Wraith's like, I miss hell. Doesn't goes back to hell. Cool.
Wow.
That's crazy
Stuff
work,
cool
Lauren.
beans.
That's so sick.
I thank the book that you guys got me for Christmas.
Hey!
Ooh.
It's really cool. It's got a book of random rolling stuff at the back, and I was like, "Well, we'll do that.
Oh,
We'll do
fun.
that."
So gas for a lich. Damn.
Sorry, mate. Edged
That's
it.
alright. April's just really into liches, it is what it is.
I know.
Session was epic.
What's
Yeah,
have we got a
that's really
session
fun.
title? Oh, it was really fun. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
That was so good.
That was great.
That was great.
I've got 4 potentials.
Ooh.
I've got Purple.
I've got thinking of history as a spell.
That was cool.
Oh nice, my brother does drawings. Weighed down, or as we walk through the dark.
Mm.
I had The Gold is in My Other Collar. Don't Bury Me.
That's quite
And The Baneberry of Tokki's Existence.
good. Part of me like that. So a lot of the session was the bane of Tokki's existence.
Yeah.
It is probably the most fitting title.
It ties in the staff and Alanis' lovely flowers.
Yeah. The asters.
Mhm.
the aster of it all.
Hell yeah. We doing that?
Staff.
Baneberry, Tokki's existence.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do that. What was that about the staff? Sorry, April?
How did Tokki get the staff? Was it a gift from Aster?
Oh god.
No, I got it at when we were doing before we went on break. You know, we had that.
Greasy pig
I
competition.
thought
and
you
stuff.
got him.
Yeah, we were doing like party games and stuff. I just had it on me, and then a couple of weeks ago in real life, I was like, "Oh, I've got this." I don't really use it. Alanis would use it. Won't this be fun?
I love seeing Australia outside Izzy's window. It feels a bit
Mm.
small.
Yeah.
And it'll just, I feel like in my head Izzy lives in a jungle, you know? Bloody, I'll tell you what they're doing. Chopping down the tree outside my bedroom window. Not mostly. I'm like, that's where the birds live. They're cutting it back,
Yeah.
definitely. They were all day. I was like, you leave that tree alone. But also, it would let some sunshine in. So maybe let's find a happy medium.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I will leave you guys there then. But yeah, and I'll see you next week.
Yeah.